Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with Rocket League action for you on this wonderful, little bit windy Friday night here in Valparaiso, Indiana, from the beautiful campus at Valparaiso University. My name is Ethan Cater, calling the majority of the Rocket League action for you this season. Soren Burkholder is alongside me today, a member of Valpo's Brown team, Master Seb, as he is known in the esports world. Soren, what are you looking for in this game today? What do you expect to see from both this Bethel team and this Valpo Gold team?
I don't know really what I'm expecting because in the regular season matchup, Bethel ended up sweeping Valpo in their matchup, and already Bethel puts through their first.
Yeah, so definitely an interesting matchup for sure. Both these two teams have, started to play each other pretty regularly in almost all of their different divisions and all the different gaming competitions that we've had. So they've played each other in a number of different esports competitions here over these past few weeks. So in the Emergence Semifinals, Bethel Blue
I was just focused on the game right
Here
now.
we go. Yeah, League of Legends and Smash played each other for both Bethel and Valpo. Sorry about that. I had my notes mixed up a little bit there. And both of them each got a win in that competition. So both these teams have definitely started to play each other significantly more as these seasons have kind of elapsed. And now that we're in the playoffs, the stakes are just that much higher.
Yep, 5 games to decide who moves on. It's win or go home time. Stat puts that one long.
Big Daddy Peanut will come up over middle here. Napier Legacy will put this one up over center. He's got 178 points so far, 310 left in this one, 1-0. Bethel lead us. Stat puts that one just a little bit wide. Jank tries to get that follow-up, but that one's knocked away by the Bethel defense as they will try to clear that off the back wall, while high up over the center. Big Daddy Peanut gets credited with the save there as another shot from Valpo there from Stat, but Bears rock 2-2-1-2, knocking that one away. Stat putting this one back over that left quarter of the field, and he will have a free goal here as Valpo will get an equalizer there. 2:48 left in this one, 1-1. Soren, what did you see there? It looks like a little bit of a defensive break for Bethel on that one.
Yeah, it was Jank got a great 50-50, and then Stat decided to pass it off the wall to himself instead of taking it directly, and it ended up just freezing the defender in the goal for just a second, allowed him to get ahead and put it on net. Good shot from Stat.
Napier Legacy trying to make something happen with him, but he won't, as this ball will roll back in towards Valpo's end. Stat coming up on this one. Napier Legacy with a 50-50 there with Stat. No real clear winner there, but Bears Rock will put this one on net, and a little bit of a miss there from Smurfy as Valpo lets that one in. So 2-1, a little bit under halfway left in this one. Look at this, great shot from Bears Rock, and Smurfy with a very unfortunate miss there, Soren. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, he got put under pressure a little bit by Napier Legacy. He was rotating out of his position and rotated into the net to try and get a bump. And I don't know if he actually connected, but sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes just being there and influencing the decision of the keeper is what's most important, and got Smurfy a little distracted. And 2-1 is your score.
Yeah, so 2:15 left in this one. Bears Rock plays this one over center. Stats there to stop it. Jank bringing this ball up about halfway to the ceiling. Smurfy will be there, and he will get that save there. A little bit of a weak rebound control there, but that's okay because this ball is going to sit over that back third of the field. Napier Legacy will put a shot, but that one will go up high. Good control there by Valpo to knock that one back towards mid. Bears Rock now will have an opportunity. 345 is his points total right now. Jank in net playing that one out. Bears Rock coming up with this one. This ball's high up. Big Daddy Peanut will get to this one first, but they're going to opt to pass this back into their defensive end to try to give themselves some breathing room here.
Yeah, Valpo finally able to get a big clear and be able to pick up some boost. They were under pressure for a lot of that second half, and Jank spent like 10 seconds straight with no boost, so it's good to see Valpo starting to get big clears and starting plays. Good 50-50 from Stat there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Big Daddy Peanut putting that towards net, but Stat is there for a rather easy save for him. Smurfy, he's been on defense almost this whole game, it seems like. He will play that ball out for the save. We'll see if Jane can keep it here. Bears Rock is there to play it off the wall. Smurfy's there coming up all the way from midfield on a 50. Bears Rock trying to make a play on it. Stat with the ball up high, drops down right in front, and a good save from the Bethel Blue defense. So a strong showing from both teams so far. Bethel does have the edge here with 45 seconds left to go, so Valpo does have to make something happen if they want to pick up this first game.
2 demos. Good save from Jank. He's going to try and look to push out, but it stopped at midfield.
Napier and Legacy playing the ball over towards that back quarter. Right in the middle of the field, Big Daddy Pino will make a play on it. Stat coming up. Jank and Smurfy are behind him. Both of them kind of in that position. A little bit of a double commit there, but good recognition by Smurfy to go back down to the ground and try to rotate back into that comfortable 3 position there. While sitting in front of net, Big Daddy Pino will bring it away. Bears Rock playing on it. Smurfy also playing on it. Jank with a rare miss there, as this ball will be up high, and that will be a free goal for Bethel Blue. Valpo definitely caught on the back foot there. A little bit of a rotational problem there.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned with it.
1.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned with it because you send everything. You send the house. You're down 1 goal. If you let another one in, it's not that big of a deal. You were going for it, and I like that Valpo decided to put the pressure on late. Yeah, just an unfortunate mistouch from Jank to set that one up.
Yeah, definitely kind of similar to hockey. When you're down 1 goal late in the game, pull the goalie. Just in this case, send everyone up on offense and see if you can make something happen. So Bethel Blue will take your first game. It is at this time that we would like to welcome you into our esports streaming studio. Once again, I'm Ethan Decatur. The wonderful Soren Burkholder is along here beside me. And it is at this time I would also like to shout out our lovely stream producer, Michael, for making all of the magic happen, making us sound good, making the stream look good, and doing everything that he does in this wonderful esports lab here at Valpo. Soren, what are your biggest takeaways for that game? You know, looking at the scoreboard there, Bears Rock had 545 points compared to Stat, who is the top points earner for Valpo. He only had 474. So what did you notice in that game that Valpo can change and capitalize on?
I think Valpo can change up their defense slightly, where we saw definitely a few double commits and a few missed touches on the goal line. But those things happen, and you know you just can't let one mistake become 2, 2 become 3, and it's that sort of chain reaction that if you can stop it at the start with maybe you have 1 missed touch, but you know your defender's there on rotation behind you, then you can look to break, and the defender who might have missed the first touch is now in a good position for the outlet pass. So I think we should look for Valpo to play out of a strong defense in the back, and if they can shore that up, then I think they're in a good position.
Yeah, absolutely, Soren. I could not have said it any better, nor could I hope to say it any better, as you are on Valpo's highest level competitive activity. So
I do my best.
Bears Rock playing this up over the corner, Jank playing this in, and a quick kind of first attempt there for Valpo, as they'll try to make something happen. Stat will be there on defense. Stat is Matthew Latsky, the freshman here at Valpo, so in his first year of competitive Rocket League play, and he is definitely stepping up to the plate so far, Soren.
Yeah, 2 players here, Jank and Stat, both first-year players. So Smurfy is the only player on this roster with any competitive experience in the collegiate esports scene. So I think it's a good test for these 2 new guys against a good team here that swept them in the regular season to see what they're made of, see what they're made of. Great pass from Smurfy, and Jank just a bit wide.
Yeah, so unfortunate miss there from Valpo. Bears Rock will set up a flick here, and he tries to go to the top corner. Doesn't quite get it there, and a great double save there coming from Valpo with Smurfy and Stat both making something happen there. Stat putting this ball high over the goal. Bears Rock touches that one. Smurfy with a little bit of a whiff there as he comes sailing down towards the goal. And Stat's going to be all alone to defend this. He does a great job there putting that one back out of play. Up high off the walls, he gets another touch on that one. He's been all over this game already.
Yeah, Bears Rock has been, I think, by far and away their most consistent player, and that's why he's scoring so high in terms of points. So maybe as Valpo, you might look to try and demo him. Maybe you look to not really split your rotations to do it, but if you can influence his decision making a little bit, maybe make him think about it, then you can make him make some bad decisions. And if you can make the other team make mistakes, you're in a better position than you would be otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that a big, segment of that just comes down to team play and rotational play. And I mean, at a certain point, it comes down to skill level as well. Usually the better team skill-wise is gonna just have a natural advantage with their technical play. And speed of play is a big thing in Rocket League, as you know. If one team's outpacing the other team, by a significant margin, it makes it almost impossible for the other team to keep up and make something happen.
Yeah, Valpo Brown knows all too well about that, as we had quite a few matchups this season. Good shot from Stat. Good placement.
Great upper corner shot there, as you said, Soren. This ball came back down over that. Stat putting this ball up, and look at that great shot from just under midfield. That was a pretty long shot to take from there.
Yeah, wonderful shot. Yeah, amazing shot. And Valpo's first lead of the series. Let's see if they can keep it.
Wonderful play there from Stat to get this Valpo team's morale up a little bit. Losing that first game, never feel. Ball coming up high.
Bears Rock takes it into the corner. Smurfy with a good challenge. Daddy Peanut comes in. Jank with a good interception. Pure Legacy in the mid. Pops it up high for his teammate. Bears Rock a whiff. Jank puts it long. Jank into the right corner. Stays on it. Looks for someone to pass to, but the Pure Legacy will pick that one up.
All right, sorry about that, folks. A little bit of a issue on our end. My cord got unplugged. I suspect that Mike did it on purpose to take me off the air. But anyways, we'll discuss that later. Let's get back to the game here. Jank playing this ball high up over center field. Bears Rock is there in the 3 spot, and he will hit that off the front angle of his car to put this one up high. Jank playing this ball down into Valpo's end a little bit, and they will try to play it back out. Napier Legacy will make a play on this, though. Smurfy beating him to it there. Big Daddy Peanut play over that right side. Bears Rock trying to make something happen, but not much to come of it. Valpo locking it down pretty well here on defense as they knock that one away too.
Stat tried to look for a pass there, but Big Daddy Peanut again. You're seeing better team play so far from Bethel, but Valpo still with the 1-0 lead. 50 seconds remaining. Jank almost with a good shot there. Smurfy plays it towards the middle.
Jank and Stat are both right there. Valpo's aching to make something happen. They are still up 1-0 though, so in these 30 seconds, Bethel Blue will have to make something happen here if they want a chance of staying in this one. So, I mean, it would tie up the series 1-1, so it kind of give everyone a little bit of a reset here, but
yeah,
not
that was
quite
great.
Sure what to expect.
Yeah, great defense there from Big Daddy Peanut. It was a 3-on-1 break for Valpo, and he stopped it single-handedly. It's good defense there. Jank is not going to go for this one. Lets Bears Rock take it. Smurfy's up. Whip from Smurfy.
Oh, and a misplaced shot there from Big Daddy Peanut. That will likely be their last chance here, unless something crazy happens. It is Rocket League. Crazy things happen all the time. With that shot from Jank, knocking it down. Oh my goodness, Bears Rock keeps it on his car. He's seeing it up over the wall now. Oh, and that one goes out just a little bit too far in front of him. So Valpo will take game 2 to tie it up here. Jank rocking the Argentinian banner there with the Messi profile.
I love it from Jank.
What an absolutely charming profile picture there from Jank.
Yeah, we were playing some 2v2 games earlier this week, Jank and I, and we changed our names and our profiles to Messi and Enzo Fernandez, who scored the goals for Argentina in their games. So we thought it would be a funny joke.
That is really wonderful, Soren.
He managed to keep the profile picture. I think it's hilarious.
Well, according to the chat, Jank is the Messi of Rocket League. That might just be a bold statement. Messi is the greatest player ever, but we'll be positive here. We'll say that's a pretty good comparison.
I love seeing Kilo in the chat, my man, supporting us out here. We appreciate you. So we're gonna get straight in to game 3 here, series tied at 1-1.
Waiting on the server, his game will start with the countdown. Smurfy and Big Daddy Peanut going for that one. That is a Valpo win on kickoff as Jank will play this one up off the wall and oversails it just a little bit there. But he will get a second touch right here, so knocks it back to Smurfy. Smurfy takes a shot, a little bit of a misdirected shot there. Napier Legacy coming up. carrying this one, and he might get a one-on-one opportunity here. Tries to 50 jank, but does not succeed. Ball up high. Stat making a play on this one. Bringing it down. We'll see if he can make something happen here.
Looks for a pass.
Oh, and he
scores it
even
anyway.
need it. Scores it off of that double touch there, off of the other player. Soren, what was this? What just happened?
I think he was trying to pass in the middle to Jank. He saw him open, but decided to go for the little doomsy there, right over the top of the defender. Caught him lacking in the net.
Very cool play there.
I already see more confidence from Valpo, like just out of the gate. After winning one game, scoring a goal, like that changed their mindset completely. Look how aggressive they're being on offense now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Soren. I mean, stat right there. Might get another one, and he does on the miss there. Let's look at this one again.
Wonderful job from Stat. Place it high. Big Daddy Peanut can't get to it, and then he plays it behind Appear Legacy, and it was just too much for the recovering defender. Wonderful placement.
It almost looked there like Big Daddy Peanut tried to do a dodge, just pick up some speed there, and that might have bit him in the butt. Had he just, hit the boost and just cruise right down through that one, probably would have had a better opportunity at getting to that one. But I think that flip kind of pushed him away from the ball and might have impacted it a little bit, but it's tough to say.
Yeah.
Well, Bethel will answer one right back already.
Yeah,
so.
double commit on defense there from Stat and Jank. Lack of communication probably, especially with the miss, but that's really on that first breakdown. They're defensively still up 2-1 for Valpo. We'll see if they can hold it here.
Yeah, but just a minute into this one, Soren, and we already have 3 goals on the board, so this one's going to shape up to be a long one if this keeps up. I'm sure that things will level out. Classic commentator's curse, right as I say that, Bethel picks up another one. Well, things are leveling out for sure, but not in the way that things have leveled out in the score here. As Napier Legacy rocking the Brazilian flag with the assist from Bears Rock there.
Yeah, unlucky from Stat there. He backflipped. That's just trying to flip into that ball and try and save it off the line. But Valpo will win the kickoff as Jank puts it into the corner.
Ball coming up high over center. Bears Rock trying to make something of it. Napier Legacy, he's got 282 points making a play. Now, wow, a good shot there from Bethel. Good showing right there. I think that Bethel, for lack of trying to sound too aggressive, is kind of coming into this one to try to show Valpo that they are the dominant team. That they can win the big games. Like you said, they've swept Valpo this season, so they don't want to lose. It would be not an embarrassing loss for them, but it would be an unexpected loss for, I'm sure, what this team is expecting to do in the season. Having beat Valpo already, I'm sure that they come into this one hoping for a win, but I think Valpo's putting up some good resistance here for sure, and I'd say this game, obviously it's tied up 1-1, could definitely go either way.
Yeah, and I think that confidence is really what started that win in game 1 for them. They came in and they knew that they beat this team in the regular season and basically came in with the confidence that a team that won should have. They were the #1 seed coming into this postseason tournament. Valpo, the 5 seed. As Smurfy, a little bit of a miss, but also a miss from the defense there.
Soren, do you think that Bethel is expecting to win this whole entire thing, or do you think that there's other teams that might have had an unfortunate loss here or there, strength of schedule lineups, or do you think that, I don't know how much you've been following the Brown Leagues play, but do you think there's other teams that kind of pose a threat?
I think any team, honestly, is a threat to win, especially in, these elimination style tournaments where it's one series and you're done. So I think any team on a given day, and we've seen it before where, Valpo Brown, we played against the #3 seed in Michigan in the regular season, and we beat them 3-1. It was a great series, and then we go out and lose to the #4 seed in New Haven. So any team on a given day, if they're on their game, can win any of these matchups. So I think Valpo and Bethel should both have full confidence that they can win this series.
Yeah, that's very well said, and I think. Yeah, especially at college level play, rosters shuffle around so much. New players are brought on all the time. I've been here for 3 years, and there's probably been, 8 to 10 new players that have been added, shuffled around, moved around on the roster. Excuse me, it looks much different from, what it looks like when I first came to Valpo. And I think that speaks volumes about the esports in general. It's so fast-paced in so many different aspects, from the games to the rosters to the lifestyle, and I think college esports illustrates that more than anything.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss from Bears Rock as Bethel started to look for the demos here lately.
Oh, Napier Legacy had a wide open opportunity there, but he wasn't able to put it home. We'll see what Stat can do here. Ball up high, and Smurfy a little bit late on that one, so 53 seconds left to go. And Bethel picks up one more, and that was a weird hit there off his wheels. Usually the ball goes off soft off those wheels, so I was a little bit surprised at how hard that one seemed to go up. Soren, have you seen that happen before? Is that something that I just haven't witnessed in my lesser hours played of Rocket League?
I mean, that's just a weird touch. You know, those things happen. No game is perfect. And, you know, just as a small ricochet could happen in soccer and the ball doesn't go where you expect it to, the same thing can happen in Rocket League. And that's what we just saw there. But yeah, Valpo got stuck on the defensive side of the ball for a solid minute there, and that's what really limited them. And the defense's Matt is going to tie it up.
Yeah, Stat with a great shot. He's got 517 points on this, so he is giving new life to this Valpo team as they are tied back up 3-3. Now, Soren, you've been playing Rocket League since the beginning of the game, and I would like to say I think that pass goal that was scored by Bethel is one of those moments that those of us who have been playing for a long time know as a thank you Psyonix moment from when Psyonix was still the active developers of this game.
I love Psyonix,
who's
man.
played for that one knows. I'm sure you know what a thank you Psyonix moment is.
Oh, here we go. Can see it again.
Another one. Oh my goodness, an unfortunate miss and a lucky miss there for Bethel.
Bethel's still stuck on defense now. They're in panic mode. See if they can clear it.
Oh,
double demo.
Good double demo there. Stat tries to make something happen. Ball coming back down towards the other end though. Still up. Bears Rock crossing in. Valpo needs to get a touch. Oh my goodness. High off the bar. Big Daddy Peanut puts this one back up. Smurfy knocking that one away, and that looks, oh my goodness, I was going to say that one looked like it would kill it, but it is not. Big Daddy Peanut still playing this, and there it is. We go to overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Get ready for some free Rocket League, baby.
Ready for some free Rocket League. You folks don't pay a subscription fee, but we sure would like it if you would. Like and subscribe. That's about as good as it gets for us. So, our ever-developing esports program here at Valpo appreciates it. Stat knocking this one back down, but it looks like there won't be anyone to follow up there for Valpo. Yes, in the chat, rare jank whiff. That is absolutely a rare jank whiff. Jank is always on shot with his, or always on target with his shots, I should say.
Jank's mechanical skill is perhaps even greater than some of the other people that we've seen in this program. Like, he is unbelievably skilled in the air, mechanically, and I think it's just a bit of growing pains. You know, I had this when I first came to the program where I had a little bit of mechanical skill, but I didn't have the game sense yet. I didn't have the knowing where to be on the pitch, knowing how to play with your team, and that's sort of what he's grown into here as Bethel is going to put another one through. Let's see what happened here.
About a minute into this one, so at the start of this game we had 3 goals in 1 minute. Here we get 1 goal in about 1 minute. Bears Rock with an interesting profile picture there of a sloth. He is everything but that with how he's been playing today. Definitely been quick out there on the field. Now, Soren, I know this is probably a tough question for you to answer just because, you know, you are on the team, and me asking this, I don't want you to, you know, make any, asking this from an analytical standpoint, of course, but with how this past season has gone and, you know, considering the new, I know we're only halfway through this year, but any new players that Valpo might get, you know, coming into next fall, do you see there being any kind of potential reshuffling? You know, you mentioned Jake his technical skill is really good. How much lateral or, you know, uphill movement do you see for these younger guys playing, or these lower division guys playing on this Brown team, or this Gold team, I should say?
I mean, I think it's tough to say already just because it's still too early. We don't quite know yet, but there's definitely going to have to be some change because Brown team, we have 2 people who are going to be graduating. Right. So
and that is Cole and
Anthony,
or
API, as he's known. He's actually going to be a graduate student in the PA program, so great for him. But
graduate students cannot compete for Valpo, though, unfortunately.
Well, they can, but that's what he's done this season, so he won't be able to do it next year. And so that's 2 spots that we're going to have to fill for next season, whether that be a recruit or that be one of these Gold team players who could really showcase their skill.
Yeah, it's something that Valpo has always been good at, even since, you know, the first years of the team when Smurfy, the Rocket League roster, the only original players from that left are Colrox and Smurfy. I myself was on that team, but no longer play, unfortunately. One of the best things that Valpo is doing with its esports program is outreach and their recruitment and getting out and talking to people. They do a great job of going around from school to school, finding people out. Tristan Leonard, who's been kind of the head of the esports program over these past few years, is really, if I can brag for him for a little bit, has done a great job of doing outreach and making sure that everyone who comes to Valpo knows that there's an esports program. Even if they like video games or not, being a tour guide on campus, I can say every single tour that we give, we always talk about the esports program. And even if people have no idea what it is, it's really, we're getting the word out about it. And I think that gives you guys a great advantage going into next season over some other schools, which, their programs might not be quite as well known.
Yeah, as we see Valpo stuck on the defensive end, but it's a 1v1 opportunity for Jank. This is where he can shine. He goes low, passes to his teammate. Matt is there, puts it high, and it's saved.
Bears Rock playing this back in towards the corner. Smurfy and Jank both there. Jank will convene on that ball though. Stat with another touch, and Jank, oh my goodness, I thought he was going to be out ahead of it, and unfortunate, gets two wheels caught up on the defending car, but Smurfy
that was
is
so
there.
close. That was so close to being an own goal from, I don't know who that was, someone in front of the net. Ball looked like it lagged a little bit in the middle of the pitch. That was almost an own goal. Jank had a great run pushing the ball up the pitch, and I think, Valpo can start to pile on the pressure here. You can
Dangerous
see
ball getting put up there, but they are able to knock it away. Stat playing this one down. Bears Rock playing this one towards center. Napier Legacy will get a touch on it here, though.
good save from Jank. It's going to be a free ball for Bears Rock on the Smurf. He can get there. It's a bump. And two players caught in the same position. I think that's the second or third time that we've seen that today. It's Jank and Stat. Stat looking to rotate in and get the boost, but came out of his rotation to go and get it. And then, unfortunate that they both missed that ball. Bethel, 1-0 lead, 2 minutes 50 left to go. If Bethel wins this game, that's the series done. Bears Rock, put it into the corner. 50-50 between him and Stat. Smurfy, another 50-50. Jank, gonna have two free touches here. Looks to pass it into the middle. No one's waiting for it. Stat will back off and wait for the touch. Napier Legacy will pass it into the middle. And Smurfy and Stat look to play it out. Ball's popped high into the middle. Bears Rock has a free ball. Good save from Jank.
This one over. Great save there. Jank playing this one back over. Napier Legacy playing to the corner. Stat with the ball coming deep into the corner. Big Daddy Peanut playing this one up high in his own end as he will try to bring this one down. Smurfy playing this one over. Bears Rock taking this on the other side, coming up over center, up off the ceiling. 1-0. Bethel still up. Valpo has to make something happen here. They do have to pick up this game. So Bethel is up 2-1. So they win this one, and it is all over, Soren. So what does Valpo have to do right now? What can they do to make sure that they stay in this one?
Valpo just has to pile on the pressure. When they get stuck on the defensive side of the ball for more than 30 seconds, it starts to go wrong for them. They need to keep offensive pressure, and that's a great ceiling pinch from Jank. Close.
Stat playing this back to Smurfy. Smurfy gets out 50 there by Bears Rock. He's going to try to rush back here to support his team on defense. He will get back into net in time. Napier Legacy playing this one over. Stat playing up and over. Bears Rock with a good sideways save. Beautiful attempt there. Oh my god.
That was so close. That was a great 50. Great challenge from Smurfy. Just unfortunately bounced off the post in an unfavorable position. You start to get this
robbed in every direction.
Yeah, you start to get the sense now that Valpo knows they have to score here, so they're starting to start playing faster, maybe a little more desperation, but Jank gets a mid-air demo. Smurfy plays it long, misses the second touch. Big Daddy Peanut looks for his teammate Napier Legacy, who misses. It's a good pass. Jank another demo. This is big clear. It's just going back and forth, playing ping pong between these two teams. At the end of the day, you're going to have to keep some control. And that's exactly what Big Daddy Peanut is doing. Goes high. Has a good look at this one. And a good save from Stat. Will keep him away. 17 seconds to go.
All coming over in the corner. 15 seconds left in this one. 1-0 still Bethel on top. Bears Rock's going to try to keep this one away, I'm sure, putting this up and off the wall. Time running out for Valpo. Cenk with a good last attempt. And there's a save. Smurfy with an attempt. And he gets the goal. 1-1 with 1 second left. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Great pass from Cenk. Forced Bears Rock on low boost into a difficult position, and Smurfy in the correct position on the rotation to clean it up. And it looks like we're going to have overtime here in a closeout game 4.
Oh my goodness. Sudden death here for Valpo. Bethel still has one more chance, should they lose this one. But Stat bringing this ball up to Bethel's end, trying to make something happen, and a good pass in. Big Daddy Peanut with a save there as this one goes up and over center field once again. Stat with a good save there, out of reach of that Bethel offender who just kept flying in there. Napier Legacy, it looks like he will get the first touch on this one. Smurfy's up there to contest, bounces up off the ceiling quickly. Cenk playing this one up high. Great air control there from him as he flicks that one over to Bethel defense.
Wonderful flip reset from
Cenk. Flick, but there are 2 players there for Bethel to stop that one from going in.
2-on-1 opportunity now for Valpo. Big Daddy Peanut keeps it under control. Cenk takes it away from him. Bears Rock.
Bears Rock playing this one up. Sorry about that, Soren.
Oh no, go ahead.
You there. I better knock on some wood back here. But Cenk playing this one high up. Stat bring this one over right on that center logo. Bears Rock putting this one up high, and it's just over the corner. Stat bring this one back down. Maybe a breakaway opportunity for Valpo. No, Napier Legacy will get to it first.
He's out of boost.
Trying to fire one home is Smurfy, putting that great pass over to his teammate there. We'll see if Stat can get a second touch up here. Oh, Bethel will pass it to him for themselves, and a missed opportunity. Smurfy's the last line of defense, coming all the way up to midfield. Napier Legacy once again will bring this ball in.
Yeah, Napier Legacy still on low boost.
So with the pass, Smurfy up and high. Will he get another touch? No, he will not. Bears Rock putting this one over center field. Stat trying to make something happen. Big Daddy Peanut putting the ball back and forth here. Valpo and Bethel. 1:45 played here in overtime. We could see this one go a few minutes if it keeps going up like this. Stat putting the ball into the back corner here.
Good boost steal.
You got to talk, man. My voice is tired from all that back and forth.
Yeah, Valpo started to put on the pressure, and they started to boost starve this Bethel team, but the clear came in just in time. Cenk on low boost. Stat looking to pass to Cenk. Cenk still low there, so he couldn't quite get to it. Stat plays it into the corner again. Smurfy now puts it up high. Looking for one of his teammates, passes it back out of the middle to Stat. Stat beat the defender to the ball. Stat could have another chance here. Demo in the midfield. Stat takes a shot. It's blocked. Cenk will be up off the wall for this one. Puts it into the middle. Looks for a teammate. Not there. Stat last line of defense. It's over his head off the crossbar.
Oh no, they're going to get another touch. We'll see. Stat with a beautiful save off the wall.
Wonderful save from Stat. Cenk has boost here.
What a play.
Cenk looked for the middle. It's not there. Played high by Big Daddy Peanut. Napier Legacy's up for it, but Cenk beats him.
Stat trying to make this happen, and a double demo there. Both Stat and Big Daddy Peanut not able to make anything happen. Ball coming up over Valpo's end. Smurfy will knock this one away. Cenk looks like he'll be there in the corner, just beating that Bethel offense there. The Bears Rock will get this one alone. That one's way above the goal. We'll see if they can get a double touch opportunity. They cannot.
Wonderful controlling touch from Stat there. He might have another one.
Stat. He does, in just high.
Cenk! There it is!
There we go. And
way to be there.
From Valpo.
Way to be there from Cenk. In the perfect position. He's read the touch well. Goes up. Perfect air roll. Little drop over the top. And there it is. We're going to game 5.
Cenk with another player of the game. That will make it his second player of the game on the day. Last game that Valpo won, he also received that title. I would remember that messy profile pic sitting there at the top of the board. So a special thanks to him for making the stream interesting. Let's read through some chats here. Stat saved the game. Let's go.
He did. He really did. That save was huge.
One more game, they say.
They're correct. One final game to decide who moves on and who stays home. But Oh, look at the shot difference here. Jank with 5, Stat with 6, and Smurfy with 6. That is some quick math. That's 17 shots for Valpo compared to the only 6 on the Bethel side. Bethel with 9 saves compared to Valpo's 4. So it looked like the pressure really came through for Valpo. You know, they put on the pressure. They didn't allow, Bears Rock to get too involved in the offense, and that's what happens. He's their best player, I think, by far, and you can see that he had 5 saves. He was really good in that game before. But if they can limit his offensive production, then that, I think, should be the main goal for Valpo, as well as piling on the pressure. They just need to keep it up.
Also, a special shout out to the man I see in the chat, Father Pyro, Bryce Jones, one of my favorite people who's involved in the Valpo Esports program, our Overwatch coach, in-house Overwatch coach here. And also, fun fact, my peer minister my freshman year. So Bryce, one of my favorite people, I've ever had the pleasure of meeting on the Valpo campus. So thank you, Bryce, for tuning in. He tunes in to pretty much every game for all teams. One of the early founders of the Valpo Esports program.
What a save from Stat. That was so impressive. Jank got caught there up in the air. I think he was on low boost. And that was, if Stat wasn't there, that was definitely a goal. Way to recover from Stat.
4:22 left in this one, just over 40 seconds played. So plenty of time left here. This game is going fast so far. So Bears Rock putting this one up high, down in front of the net. Stat will have time to wait for this one to come down. Bears Rock bumping this one up off the top of his car, trying to get a little bit of an extra touch, stretch the field a little bit. Nebula Legacy putting this high over the crossbar, and that's a second touch up, and Smurfy not able to get to it as Big Daddy Peanut will put another one in. So Valpo's going to have to be on the defensive again.
Yeah, it's just a tough read there to make for Stat. He has to go straight up and sort of reverse aerial up to that ball, and sometimes that's just a tough read, and that's what happened there, and Smurfy got caught on the defensive a little flat-footed. So let's see if Valpo can respond here. Double commit on the offense, but Jank is still up. Oh my goodness. Almost an incredible play there. It's a good save from Smurfy.
Smurfy, oh my goodness, he almost got an extra touch there, but nothing to come of it.
Jank with no boost.
Jank trying to make something happen as he puts this one up over center. Bears Rock putting one far over. Smurfy with a last-second save coming towards the net. He gets the epic save credit for that one. Also bringing this one up over center once again is Bethel. Jank trying to put something on. Stat is not able to follow up as Smurfy will try to make a play here.
Yeah, Valpo started to double commit again. Oh, they get lucky. Ball comes off the crossbar. Still down and still in. Yeah, double commits. We've seen it in almost every game this series, whether on the offensive or defensive side of the ball. If it happens, it really screw up your rotations. And even if you do have good communication, it's just very tough. So, this is still a young team, and these are teething problems you have to work through sometimes. I had to do it my first year here. I still have to do it now where, sometimes the rotations are perfect. Sometimes you do double commit, and, now it's how do you respond if you're Valpo? You're down 2-0. You still have a lot of time left to go. Good save from Jank. See if they can look to break here. Jank does have some boost. Looks for the breezy flick. Doesn't get it, but Stat's there. Bar down and out. Can't tell you how many times the ball has gone bar down and out today, but
seems like everyone's shooting just a little high or a little wide or just off the top corner on both teams today.
Everybody spent too much time in the weight room this week. Too much power as Napierre Legacy
picks up a third one there, just about halfway into this one. So putting that one up. Smurfy with a little bit of a botched hit there as this one will go to the back of the net for Napierre.
Bears Rock again rotating out and rotating into a demo. It's something that Valpo might look at on film later. We decide to watch this game back is Bears Rock's rotations out of his offense. Once he misses the ball or gives up possession, he's always looking to rotate out and look for a defender. And sometimes the people in the goal, they have to be a little more cognizant of where he is. Good save from Jank again.
Now, Soren, for this team this year, what is the breakup percentage between time spent in drills, time spent in scrimmage, time spent with video review? What's the practice schedule like this season?
Normally it's split between video review and then actually playing the game, because the way that you sort of practice mechanics is really on your own time to get your mechanics set to get stuff right. And in Rocket League, you can't really do set plays, so it's hard to really practice offense in that way. So you mainly go into games and you practice rotations when you're playing games. You practice about communication. You practice, maybe you practice a certain fundamental, like, hey, try and be around here on the pitch, or try and focus on big clears, like certain little things you try and focus on. And then for film review, you could spend maybe an hour and a half. Sometimes you might only do 30 minutes, but you look at specific games from series that you played, and normally you look at the losses, because you always learn more from losses than you do, from wins. And you only get better if you can make mistakes and, learn what you did wrong. So I think this is a great learning opportunity for this team. And, you played a very tough team here. This is the 1 seed, and this could be a good play. Here's Jenks up for this, pops it for the middle. And Stat was just a little too far up to be able to get to the pass.
50 seconds left in this one. Valpo will need, not a miracle, but they will need to get everything to kind of break their way here. With 40 seconds left, Napier Legacy putting this one up high. Bethel will likely try to stall towards the end of the game here.
Yeah.
Just trying
disappointed
to
in
the clock.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Napier Legacy though. Could have done much better than the whole Fortnite car. I'm sorry, man. It's just not for me.
The Fortnite car is probably one of my least favorite cars in Rocket League. I hate to say it. You hate
I'm
to
sorry.
see it,
I'm
really.
sorry. I'm sorry, Epic. It's just not for me. Good demo from Stat as Shank. Valpo could have an opportunity to get a morale goal, a little bit of a booster here, even though this is a tough series and it will spell the end of their season. I think they had a great run, This team was young, this team was new, it was their first collegiate competition, and I think they should be very proud of how they did, making it out of the first round and into a place where they can contend with a top team. And they took them to Game 5, and I think they should be very proud of that as they look for a goal here, and it won't come to fruition. No GGs from some of the players there. Bears Rock will give it, as he is really the standard for them in this series.
Some definite frustration from both teams. Some lack of GGs from both teams, but not a lack of sportsmanship, just some end of season frustrations for sure. Once again, we will pretty much wrap things up here. Thank you for tuning in to all the Rocket League streams this season. I unfortunately will not be calling any games next semester, as I will be studying abroad in Europe, but if all goes my way and if Michael can tolerate me for another year, then hopefully I will be back in the action seat next fall for you guys. So once again, Soren, thank you for joining me. It's been a great season. It's been fun to watch. Thank you everyone who has tuned in for this great Valpo season, and thank you once again, as always, for supporting your Valpo Beacons esports program. For both myself and Soren Burkholder and our stream producer, Michael, thank you for joining us live from the Hara Union at Valparaiso University's esports arena. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Stay safe this Friday night. Stay safe tomorrow. Just stay safe all around. Everyone enjoy your break and enjoy your Friday evening. Thanks for tuning in.